Hello everybody, welcome to Amakhosi channel. This is Sanam Chua. Like, comment, subscribe. So guys, I'm doing part 2. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing part 2. What kind of a coach is Nabi? What kind of a coach is Nabi? What is he bringing to us? Please, if you haven't checked part 1 of this video, please go back and check part 1 of this video. So why is it important to watch part 1 of this video? So that you know what are the first 2-3 people are saying, and what is this analysis about what is the third or fourth analysis saying, what is even the fifth analysis saying, and what are my observations, what did I see about this coach when I was watching few of his games, because I saw a few clips where they broke down or where they were playing videos of Far Rabat. So, and then I was like, oh, okay, I see, oh, okay. And then there was a video that I watched where they were breaking down Younger. So I'm going to be going through that as well. So guys, this is part 2. I'm just going to start. Let me just start here. Analysis number, so you can say 3 or 4. Let me just say 4. So it says, his team focuses on playing attractive, attacking football. His team focuses on playing attractive, attacking football. And also they're focusing on pressing opponents. They press them, they squeeze them. If you look at your Jurgen Klopp type of football, your Liverpool type of football, if you look at your Manchester City type of football, that they win the ball with agency. Why? Because his teams, they are running and they're good at pressing. Then it makes me to say that there are other players who suffer under Nabi. In the current squad, there are so many players who suffer under Nabi because there are players who hide. There are players who don't like marking. There are players who don't like marking. And as much as you like your Samgelo Zwane, for example, he's not a player who marks. And as much as we like your player like Ngobo, he's not a player who marks, and he's not a player who presses. So there are players who suffer, and also there are players like your Ngobo, your Zwanes, and others who can improve under this coach and become better players in terms of their pressing, in terms of their marking. So we can't just say that we have wrapped off these players. So, but that means that all our players, they'll be required to give an extra effort. They'll be required to mark and run a lot. If they lose the ball, how do they play the ball outside the ball or off the ball? How do they play the game? So he says that this coach is a genius. He is a genius and an exciting coach. How can you say this coach is a genius? And then he says that this guy, he does what? He improves and develops players. He improves and develops players. You say that, but this is the continuation. Remember, you say that, but this is the same thing as other people have voiced out. It's good that you are getting a confirmation, because other people have said this and then now you're getting a confirmation. Then it says, oh, wow, this coach is really like this. So he improves and develops players. And also, he is praised for his tactical versatility and ability to adapt to different style of play. He's praised for his tactical versatility and ability to adapt to different style of play. During the game, Nabi can change the formations. During the game, he can even change the personnel. He's good like that he can read the game. So he's good at reading the game. He can read the game and say, okay, this and this. Oh, okay, this is not working. Let me change this. He's not afraid to say, you know what I thought that will work. Let me just change it now. He's that type of a coach. He's not afraid to make those decisions. And by the look of things, it looks like this guy can drop in the first half and say that you are not giving me what I'm looking for. You come and give me something better. And you do the same thing and then I'm going to drop. It looks like that. But yeah, he values ball possession football. an effective strategy is based on other teams' strengths and weaknesses. So he's effective to put his team and to adjust in terms of seeing how other teams are playing, in terms of their strength, in terms of their weaknesses. Is able to read the game like that and make those changes. And he enjoys ball position, like his team should have ball position. It'll be interesting to see our team playing against your Mamelodi Sundowns. Yes, it might not be implemented in the first few games or even in the first season for that matter, but once we have fully acclimatized under this coach's instructions and we've become a well-oiled machine, it'll be interesting to see how we play against Sundowns. And then also, he has both traditional and modern football. He has both traditional and modern football knowledge or philosophy. He has both traditional and modern philosophy or knowledge. So meaning what, this coach, he can play like your old school, like your 4-4-2 old school. He can play your 5-2-3-1. He can play other formations and he can mix the ball. Let's play direct, let's play positional football. Let's move the ball like this. Let's do this. Let's have flair and whatnot. He has ammunition under his skills, under his belt. Like he has ammunition. And then it says that he has a proven record of nurturing and improving young players to reach their full potential. He has a proven record of that. So again, we shouldn't be afraid of guys being put on a fridge that they won't work. Shouldn't be afraid we shouldn't worry about young players. We shouldn't worry about young players because this coach will give players who are deserving, young or old alike. They'll play like they'll really get starting lineup. He's also able to mentor and to guide young players. He's able to mentor and to guide young players. This is positive. And then he has an ability to create positive and supportive environment for players to thrive. He has an ability to create positive and supportive environment for players to thrive. Like he's able to make the environment conducive enough, make the environment to be warm enough for players to be themselves, to enjoy themselves, to even like really say that I'm going to die for this coach because he has made me to believe in myself. He has even taken me to new heights in terms of my football knowledge, in terms of how I play, in terms of understanding my full potential. And then it says that building strong relationships with players is crucial for success under Nabi. Building strong relationships with players is crucial for success under Nabi. This is interesting. Like, you look at players or coaches like who's this? Like your Roland, for example, how they make players feel, how they make players feel valued and valuable, to make players feel like they belong, to make players feel like, hey, you know what, I'm really loved in this club and therefore I'm gonna give my all for this coach because he has made me to feel like I'm an important person. And then there are coaches who are like, you know what, no-nonsense coaches who don't care how you feel. All they want robots. They want players who run, and they don't care about their emotions. We have seen such players, such coaches, and such coaches, some of them are successful, but some, they're never successful because they don't have players in their back covering for them. That's why you find that you hear that players in the dressing room, they're splitting the dressing room because why? They don't like the coach. And if they don't like the coach, sometimes they tend to fight among themselves. So this coach is different because he wants an environment where players, they feel like they are loved. Players, they feel like, you know what, you are important, you are worth it to play for this team. And then it continues to say that he's an exceptional management coach, or he has exceptional management skills. Guys, like your Alex Ferguson, why they succeeded at Manchester United is because they have good management skills. Like they know how to make other people feel loved, to make other people feel like, you know what, you are important, even if you are not playing, but know that you are important. You are a very important player. I'm just reminded of Vedimoto, who is that kind of a player, even if I don't play, but because I know how important is it for you guys to excel there, I'm going to support you. So meaning what? Hugo Bros is that kind of a coach who makes everyone to feel welcome, to feel loud, and to feel like they have a role to play. So this guy is also like that. And then let me go to the stats. And these stats, you know them, but let me just remind you of the stats about this coach. Stats of this coach. 2021 season, 2022 season stats. When he was still in Yanga, when they won treble. They won 22 games, drew 8, lost 0. Won 22, drew 8, lost 0. And scored 49 goals and conceded only 8 goals. And got 74 points out of 90 points. They won the league. 2022-2023 season, won 25 games. They won 25 games, better or improved record of 25 games. They drew even less. They drew 2, and then they lost 2. I mean, they drew 2022-2023 season, they won 25 games. Drew 3, lost only 2 games. They scored 61 goals versus 49 goals. There was an improvement. And they conceded 18, meaning what? They leaked more goals that season. But they got 74 points, which is a point improvement. So here, what dented their points, it was the number of games they lost, which was just 2. So it's 6 points that they dropped. Not 6, but it's 6 points in terms of losses that they dropped, and the number of draws, which they had 3, which they improved. And then they scored more goals and conceded more goals, but the points just improved by a point. His team is a progressive team. It means that he's a team that grows, a team that gradually improves in so many departments. And then when it got to far post, when it got to far Rabat, I keep on saying far post. When it got to far Rabat, now, before he got there in 2022-2023 season, we know that he got to far Rabat in 2023 and 2024 season when he said that, you know what, I'm not going to sign a team with a contract with Yanga, when he was looking at signing a contract with Kaizer Chiefs. Then that season, far Rabat, this is how they did without Nabi. They won 20 games and drew 7 and lost 3. Scored 47 goals and conceded 21 goals and got 67 points. They got 67 points. When he came 2023, and they won the league, by the way, in 2022-2023. And then when he came in 2023-2024 season, they won 22. They won 20 previous season, and then now when Nabi's here, when he's around, he won 22 games, improved in terms of winning in terms of the points that he got in terms of winning the games. And then they drew 5 versus 7, so they drew less, so meaning they had more points. They lost 3, same number of games that they lost the other season. They scored 65 versus 47. His teams, they score a number of goals. His teams, they score a number of goals. That season they considered 21, and then this season they considered 22. So they considered a goal more, just a goal more. But they got 71 points versus 67, improved again. And they only lost by 1 point versus Raja Casablanca, the team that went unbeaten. The team that went unbeaten. So, what are my observations when I was watching this team? What are my observations? I'll tell you now. My observations when I was watching his team, as I said that I watched the videos when he was still younger and then now videos in far Rabat. His teams, they can knock the ball around. His team can knock the ball around, and it's obvious because they lack possession football. So they play also between the channels, meaning what they can attack you in the middle of the game, playing through the triangles, and then switch the ball to the far left or far right. and then let them attack with wingers. So they have speedy players and wise players who are able to play quick 1-2s as well. So they're good at 1-2s, and then they space and receive the ball, pass the ball, receive the ball. They're good in terms of movement as well. Around the box, they're very good in terms of movement. He plays with speedy wingers, like I said, who don't really cut inside, but they cross the ball. They cross the ball. So this is not like your modern type of wingers, but as you were told, or as I told you, that he's also a traditional and a modern coach. So meaning he can mix that. He can mix that. So if his players are crossing the ball instead of cutting inside, that means that there are times or there are games where they cut inside and then they're scoring goals. So what I saw, but in the few videos I watched, is that they cross a lot of goals. So meaning our strikers would not lack supply. Our strikers would not lack supply like we did under CJ. Ranga was lacking. Gonzalo was also lacking supply. Yeah, and even the guy we had under Zwane. Who's that guy, man? The one who was doing that celebration, Taka celebration. He did not really have a good supply. But yeah, any case, let me continue. So strikers under this guy, or under the system of this guy, they'll get more opportunities or more goals as long as they are clinical, because the wingers, they create so many opportunities for our strikers. So meaning these guys, they will eat well next season. We'll also see more hard workers. If you are lazy, it looks like you won't play under this coach. If you are lazy, it looks like you're not going to play under this coach, because there's a lot of running under this coach. Our players will be required to work hard and press a lot, because it looks like his players, they win a lot of balls, and you won't win a lot of balls if you are not marking or you are not pressing. So he enjoys pressing, or players who are pressing. If you are lazy, there are so many players that there are players that you will have to sell. Now the question is, in the current team, do you have those kind of players? That's the question. Will he get the right ingredients in terms of having players who are running a lot, having players who are smart to do 1-2, then run and then receive the ball and not hiding behind opponents? You tell me. Guys, I am out. That's all that I got for now regarding Nabi. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share this video and comment. Give me your take. I am out, guys. AFC Amakhosi channel. Love you here. Sanele. Bye.